Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I was about to say Handsome Tuesday, but happy Monday. So we're just going to get right into it. We got a little bit of news on Rhonda Rousey. You guys love her. So she's getting back to training, guys. So that's pretty awesome. She might have a match coming up. Let's see. She's training with fellow MMA veterans, Kat Zingano. Haven't heard that name in a long time. Yeah, Olympic judo background, dominant early performances. One of the main UFC stars for a long time. Yeah, so she's, she's getting up there in age, but I think she still wants to make a comeback. That would be pretty awesome. Let's see her. Let's see what she's got. Oh, wait a second. Every time I jump off the screen, man. Here we go. Let's one more time. Shout out to the assault bike. Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. I don't know what that machine is. Got the judo. The judo's still there. And of course, arm bars. Awesome, man. It's good to see the ladies still out there doing it, man. They doing it. Other news, we got Gracie Barra, Kissimmee out here getting ready for pans. Gracie Barra, Gracie Barra, One more time. Where you at, Gracie Barra? Come on. Let me refresh this guy. Gracie Barra, So they're doing a chant. It sounds like a cult. Yeah, it does a little bit. So it's a chant, It's aha, hoo hoo. Hua Gracie Barra, aha, hoo hoo. You can interchange any Gracie Barra, Alliance, any team for that chant. BJJEE says, do you do these kind of rituals or chants at your BJJ academy? So it's like a chant you hear at some, like Worlds, all the teams will be sitting in the stands and they're chanting to each other. I don't think they're saying the whole chant, but it is kind of normal. Let's see. He says, "Hi everyone, I'm the head instructor of Gracie Barra Kissimmee, and it was my idea to make this video. I don't know if you thought it through. We have a big tournament coming up. The team has worked really hard, and I wanted to bond and pump everybody. You all must have seen other teams, other sports do team chanting like football teams and many others. And yes, we're proud of our team. We're proud to be Gracie Barra, and we value team spirit. Maybe all the haters out there deep inside wish they belonged to a united, strong, winning team like ours. Anybody with a good attitude who wants to come check us out, we will always be welcoming. Yeah." And here's another guy says they would do these chants from the stands too at competitions when Roger Gracie was competing in his early IBJJF world title matches as black belt. Yeah, I don't think they did it the right way. They kind of messed up the chant, but I understand what they were doing. But if you haven't heard the chants before, it sounds weird, but it's just like, it's a team chant. that all the teams use. They use the same formatting too. They might change a few words, but they use the same format. Let's see. You got Paddy Pimblett. You guys know that guy? He's the Welsh, or I think he's Welsh. I don't know what he's definitely from UK. I forget exactly where he's from. They're talking about him. He says he talks about training BJJ. What do you got to say, Paddy? He says, whenever I get on the mat, no matter how bad my day's been mentally, once I'm on the mat, and that's it. I don't have any weight on my shoulders, don't have anything else to worry about. That's pretty awesome. After an hour or two of rolling, I'm ready to go solve whatever problem at work. That's from Tom Hardy, echoing a similar sentiment. Simple training for me has been fundamentally key to further developing a deeper sense of inner resilience, calm, and well-being. I can't stress the importance it has had and the impact on my life and my fellow teammates. It's an honor to be able to represent my team and the great work they do supporting the mental health and well-being of veterans of service, military, and first responders through their therapeutic benefits of jiu-jitsu fitness training. I don't know who said that. Oh, Tom Hardy said that. And then Zuckerberg said that. Okay, so they were quoting a few people. So yeah, training jiu-jitsu can help you deal with stress. I mean, obviously, if you need professional help, get that professional help, but it's a step in the right direction. So now we're going to be talking about the Dagestani wrestling culture. Wrestlers like to always big up their culture, but let's actually hear about the culture a little bit.
Place because kids raised they're like always, be a man, okay, be the strong man. And even kids don't want to wrestle. Parents grab a hand and bring him in wrestling room.
You got to wrestle.
You have to be here. You have to, compete. So I think that's the first reason. Second reason, they love the sport. They love, especially wrestling. They love like a soccer, like a MMA. They like the boxing. They like, but mostly it's wrestling and the soccer. Now MMA too, because Khabib, he like create their like different world. And Dagestan also lifestyle different, of course. They study, and kids after school they go wrestling room. They go wrestling room. It always amazes me. It's not Greco-Roman there, only freestyle.
Yeah.
They have few guys who wrestle successful Greco-Roman, but usually it's freestyle.
And are wrestlers highly respected in Dagestan?
Oh yeah, because it's like even always president always watch kids competition coming, and it's a part of culture. It's a big part of culture. So that's why kids go there and compete. And I think it's a good example. Look at Saitiev. Look at how many Olympic champions for them. Murtazaliyev, like many Olympic champions there, world champion. And I think kids play like a role model for, that's a role model for kids, these guys. I think it's the right directions. Look at Saitiev become like a parliament member now, so.
RIP is Bucevar Saitiev.
Yeah, he's very popular. He's very popular.
So speaking of wrestling mindset, JB posted something about wrestling mindset recently. Let's see. I'm typing one hand, guys. Burroughs, UGHS, Instagram. There we go. Yeah, he posted pretty recently. I think I was right here. All I see is gold. You guys know all I see is gold. Mr. Jordan Burroughs. So he posted this pretty recently. Somebody asked me how I find all these stories. I'm like, bro, I'm tapped in. I'm tapped into wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA. I'm tapped in, man. If you're part of it, you're going to see the stories pop up. And he says, as I leave the New Jersey Youth State Tournament after a long weekend of coaching, I realized youth wrestling and youth sports in general is in a sad state, and the parents are the main culprit. I'm actually shocked. Some of the things I saw this weekend broke my heart. I need some time to decompress. Then I'll share a long version of my firsthand perspective in the trenches of youth wrestling. So I'm definitely going to read that next post. Jordan Jordan also says, I'm a strong believer in the good and the humanity. Then I built a wrestling club. I've been in this sport for a long time, but my years as an elite competitor has shielded me from the issues at the grassroots level. Youth wrestling is a strange place. I've got a lot to say about this topic and how we get on the right path. Stay tuned. I saw a few comments that were kind of mirroring what he was saying. I'm not really seeing them here. Maybe it was on Facebook or something. But yeah, pretty interesting. You know, the youth sports usually crazy in America. I'm not sure about other countries. I think they're a little bit more chill. But we can take it too far. And then we got Don Frye says he didn't need jiu-jitsu because it's a watered down version of judo. Yeah, well, that's what all the guys say. We're just going to go to the most popular part here.
I don't care what her name was. Yes, okay. Yeah.
The tough bitch she was.
Yeah, she was tough though. Yeah.
Yo, you know these old grizzled guys.
Next question's also for both of you. From
these old grizzled guys, bro.
Jordan CA.
Wait. I'm gonna pause for a moment. On that note, there, Don.
Yes.
With all this, again, I'm gonna throw out this widely hypothetical here. You know, since we live in this strange world where men can identify as women, women can identify
I'm trying to get
as
into.
men.
Wait. I'm trying to get to the
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu part, guys. I had to stop that. I was like, whoa, what are you talking about?
So
Go
the
back.
next one. This one is for Dan. And we've answered a question for him before, so he starts off saying it's an honor to be called a dumbass by one of the
Dan.
his name's David Talking, Randy's debut, I believe. What would be your game plan to take down the natural?
Along the way, so but he was really
Where's the jiu-jitsu question at?
wrestler.
I'm looking for it.
No, I didn't have any real rivalry with him until that match. I mean, he sandbagged,
All right. We'll go on to
and I'm a stiff worker. You know? Yeah,
Oh, okay.
And he's there. He probably clubbed me up.
I'm looking
lifted
for
some
the-
heavier weights.
I can't
but
find it,
then
guys. I'm looking
muscular
for it.
endurance. Because
Yes.
okay, so we're just gonna leave it at that.
Harboring some ill feelings. Better style.
Yeah, but even at the time, I mean, it's that whole Ultimate Fighting Championships. Because again, when you
Big fan of both, but why did they never learn any jiu-jitsu?
Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
well, come on now, you could.
Is that a good impression, guys?
Had a ground game there. You actually legit had a judo background, correct?
Judo, had wrestling, yes.
Yeah.
And I had boxing, but I didn't need it. I mean, jiu-jitsu is stolen from judo. So why would I
Actually,
take a
jiu-jitsu's
watered down version of it?
Not watered down. Judo's watered down
better,
version of
style.
Yeah,
itself.
but even at the time, I mean, it's
took everything out of
that
it.
whole Ultimate Fighting Championships. Because again, when you that's what this person is referred to, the Ultimate Fighting Championships. I mean, everyone had their little different playbook. In the beginning, it was basically like discipline or style versus style or whatever,
Right.
and they just wanted to see what athlete and or
And
style
I
is
had
going
no
to bring.
discipline. I had no style. So.
But again, it just, to me, I look at that. It wasn't really a style that was rated supreme as much as an individual.
That's right. The athlete. It's
Yeah,
the
that
athlete
came in
involved.
there because I mean, Hoist, he had a run there with doing his jiu-jitsu thing. Then you look at all the other people that came along. I mean, as I've always said time and time again that you were the most complete fighter at the time for having a stand-up background and that grappling background because people couldn't take you down.
Right.
Because you're going to punch him and stuff like that. You know how to sprawl. You had a wrestling background there to go along with it. So,
Right.
These old guys, bro. Speaking of wrestling and MMA and all that good stuff and Ronda Rousey, Mica postpones his MMA debut. Still history to make in jiu-jitsu. I wonder what was going on there, Mica. Says he's decided to put his MMA ambitions on hold, opting instead to sign a new 2-year contract with Flow Grappling. While he's been training with elite fighters and hinting at a move to mixed martial arts, he remains committed to achieving more in the sport of jiu-jitsu before making that transition. He probably makes more money in jiu-jitsu. I think that's the issue. Yeah, you get punched in the face, make $50,000. When jiu-jitsu tournament, make $100,000. Seems pretty simple, right? Let's see. I still have more history to make in jiu-jitsu. From the very start of my career, every decision I made was based on the values I learned from my parents. And at this important moment, it wouldn't be any different. After winning every possible title in jiu-jitsu, my heart was drawn to testing my jiu-jitsu in MMA. I had already decided to make my debut at Shoto Brazil, the event led by Master Andre Dede Pederinas. Probably butchered that. But in conversation with my parents, I realized that I still have a lot to contribute to jiu-jitsu before making that transition. My father believes I'm still young for MMA, and that with the platform I have today, I mean, he's the same age as the Rotulos, and the Rotulos are, killing it with the MMA, at least Cade is. I can do even more for the growth of the sport. My mother also made it clear she's not ready to see me taking punches just yet, and that definitely influenced my decision. That's why I'm happy to announce that I've signed a contract with Flow Grappling for the next 2 years. I will continue competing in gi and no-gi jiu-jitsu, defending my titles, and moving up to new weight classes in search of bigger challenges. Wow. So that's Mica signing a contract. I don't think we can see that contract. Can we zoom in? It's probably in Portuguese. I'm going to try to zoom in, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, we can't zoom in. Can't zoom in. You know I like to spy on the contracts. And here's the post. What do people got to say? Said Gordon and Meow brothers also. Bad move. Yeah, they're not saying too much good stuff. Okay, let's get out of there. On Reddit, we got new Flow grappling rankings. Flow, how do these rankings work? I'm all for IBJJFrankings.com. They use the ELO ranking system. But Flow does their own ranking, in-house ranking, and right now they have Deandre Corbe as the number 1 ranked fighter. And I know all my ecological bros are celebrating. Kevon, Nelson, I know those guys are all celebrating. BJ Mental Models, those guys all celebrating. I mean, he's a good athlete. He had a good day, good coaching, and man, that's what happens. I actually feel bad for Josh Cicernos. He's like super great. He's just kind of falls short in these do or die situations. I don't think these rankings make much sense, but it's Flow being Flow. That being said, if you doubt Greg and the Eco guys were insufferable before, it's only going to get worse. I mean, it's cyclical. New teams, new competitors come, old competitors kind of go on the down end, and it just recycles. It'll be something else next. I don't know what the next methodology will be. It'll have some crazier name and some crazier training, system. Let's see. He did beat Pato. I didn't see the match, guys. I don't think that stream was really good. He beat the number 2 and number 4 guys in one night. I'd say he deserves the number 1 spot. Yeah, but that's just so subjective. It was just one night. And then you have a guy like Pato who's beaten everybody multiple times. I don't think you can just change number 1 and number 2 or whatever. You can't just change the ranking like that. Of course they can move up or down, but it shouldn't be that drastic of a change. Someone says Mikey needs to destroy him at some point to restore some sanity. He might get Mikey too. We don't know. Has he trained with Greg from the start? No. Flow rankings never made sense. This is clearly just to steer stuff up. That being said, I love the standard stuff, and Deandre looks like a good guy. Happy for him. I think the thing with Deandre is that he's actually like a full-time engineer or something, so he's not even full-time. So that's insane. But you also got some of these guys. Let's go back up at the top. Pato's been competing constantly. He's probably competing this weekend. And Josh Cicernos, I don't know where he's been. I don't know who some of the other guys. Ethan's been, kind of around. Gianni's getting older. Max Hansen's pretty tough. You got some good guys on there. It's just things happen. Some people overtrained and tired, haven't had a break, didn't take no time off. Like Patos did Pans, he did Who's Number 1. He did this tournament, and then this weekend he's got Pans probably. It's kind of rough, if you're on that schedule, the way their schedule is, they're fighting all the time. Man, it's impossible to stay in peak condition all the time. Your body's beat up. You might have little nagging injuries. You're trying to push through. You got the rest of the year. It's only March. You trying to wait till June. You got Worlds. You got all these other stuff you trying to prepare for. So some of the other tournaments, you might drop a few tournaments, you know. Let's see, sure thing. I looked at Corbe's background, and it seems like he had a lot of coaches and training before joining standard jiu-jitsu. So what is the logic saying his success is proof of their method? Well, it's just marketing. From what I understand, they say it's the best way to learn, period. To me, it's kind of implied. You know what I think? Actually, let's see. If you look at where the Corbe brothers had the advantage against Pato, it was clearly in overtime with forced stand-up. Oh, it was overtime. With forced stand-up, and you can probably attribute this to their strong wrestling backgrounds before standard. With that being said, Pato couldn't score on them either from the guard, so you can likely attribute that to 5 years of training at standard. It's hard in no-gi to score, you know? It's hard to score. And they have wrestling background. Pato's wrestling is okay. I mean, it doesn't really seem like he cares to use it, really. And then if they have good defense, it's tough. I mean, that's what happens when people get really skilled. It's tough to create openings. Their leg defense and offense was really good, consistently keeping Pato from making fully closed loops, and was very diligent with fighting from the field. Just had better strategy, right? They seem to be incredibly comfortable in the entanglements. Yeah, I mean, they just studied. They're engineers, right? They studied, and then they're able to make use of that. Someone says, counter argument, none of the Danaher top athletes have started with him, so how is their success a proof of Danaher's method? Yeah, so pretty interesting. I just feel like if you have good coaching, you do well. You got a coach that's focused on you full time, you're going to do well. And I guess even for AOJ, it's kind of tough. They have so many athletes now that probably some of the athletes, you know, I don't know if Guy was there at the tournament or not, but it's going to be harder for him to, with his family, his gym, and all the competitors flying all over the place. It's going to be harder for those guys to keep up. So that might be one downside. So we got a little video with Stephen Kesting. Shout out to Stephen Kesting. We covered his book a little bit. But he says, this is kind of an older video from 6 years ago, but it says, jiu-jitsu is a martial art first and a martial sport second.
Do jiu-jitsu. It's a ton of fun. It's fantastic exercise. You can develop great friendships, and the camaraderie in a jiu-jitsu team and a jiu-jitsu class is amazing. You can challenge yourself with competition. You can learn to overcome other challenges in life. You can even use it as some sort of spiritual development tool. But at its core, at its very center, jiu-jitsu is a martial art. And a martial art means fighting, it means self-defense. It means knowing how to handle yourself if somebody's trying to punch your teeth down your throat. If somebody's in your face and they're threatening you. If somebody's threatening your family, what do you do? We can't forget that although it's a great martial sport, and although there's all these fantastic grappling competitions, that it's a martial art first and a martial sport second. Now, people often say, well, do you think Keenan Cornelius is really going to pull Wormguard in a fight? No, of course not. But you know what? It's not fair to use an elite athlete like Keenan Cornelius or Rafa Mendez or Marcelo Garcia. I think these guys have got a pretty damn good chance of taking care of themselves in a street fight. So let's talk about, say, a high-level purple belt who competes, right? He does a lot of competition. Maybe he does some weird forms of guard. Is he going to have a problem in a street fight? Probably not. First of all, he's going to be used to going against very good people. He's going to be used to going against a lot of pressure, people really trying to crush him into the ground. He's going to be in shape, and being in shape counts for a lot. And hopefully, his training includes some small aspect of self-defense, as well as how to improve in the martial sport end of things. He's also learning some of the martial art end of things. So we'll be talking about what that purple belt can do, that hypothetical purple belt, to make himself more effective at self-defense, even if most of his training is based on sport jiu-jitsu. But first, let's look at something that gets a little bit misinterpreted. There are good and bad aspects and expressions of everything. There are good schools that focus or have got a strong emphasis on self-defense, and there are bad jiu-jitsu schools that have an emphasis on self-defense. There are schools that focus on sport jiu-jitsu that are good, and there are schools that focus on sport jiu-jitsu that are bad. They can be good and bad for all kinds of different reasons, but we can accept that there are good and bad schools. If your focus, or if an important focus for you is self-defense, if being able to take care of yourself in a one-on-one confrontation or having a decent chance on a 1-to-2 confrontation, if self-defense is important to you, and you've got two choices. You've got a bad jiu-jitsu school that focuses on self-defense, a bad self-defense school, and you've got a good sport jiu-jitsu school, then you should train at the sport jiu-jitsu school. Why? Because if it's good, you're going to probably train there longer, you're going to train harder, you're going to train more often, you're going to get in better shape, you're going to have better people to go against. Now, of course, if your focus is on self-defense, and there's a good self-defense oriented school, then go there. Of course you're going to go with a school that's more closely aligned. I'm talking about those cases where your choices are between a bad school that is sort of, at least superficially, aligned with your goals, or a good school whose goals are a little bit divergent. Because you know what?
I'm going to let you guys watch the rest of that. Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to get more out of the sports school. You're going to get more training. You're going to get some training. My man Sergi was sending me some stuff, guys. Sergi, Sergi and Tony, they want you to roll. They want you to roll. Let's go to Reddit. We got Dr. Mike Israetel joins us to explain the different training intensity zones in jiu-jitsu, light, moderate, and hard, and their roles in skill acquisition. Can we click on this? So shout out to BJJ Mental Models, one of our sponsors. Can we listen to a quick little bit of this without getting hit with anything?
Hey guys, this is Mike Mahaffey, the old bastard BJJ guy, here for BJJ Mental Models. Back in my day, we had to walk uphill in the snow both ways to get to the academy just to learn some crappy technique from a random purple belt. Yeah. You kids have it so easy because now you can just subscribe to BJJ Mental Models Premium and get tons of great audio courses to learn new techniques, enhance your mindset, and entertain yourself. You can even...
So you guys can watch it here. Let's see if they got it on YouTube. I thought that was a YouTube link. Let's see. Some guy said you need to get him to explain why he dared to have fun with his beginner friend instead of instantly smashing him. He brought shame to the hobbyist black belts everywhere. Oh, I think we need to watch that match. There's been some controversy with him, but specifically he was rolling, and I guess he didn't look too good. I mean, that's how most of you guys on Reddit be looking when you guys be rolling. You guys don't be looking good at all. Ooh, I forgot I had that video. Where's my other video at? Let's see. Ooh, little Jon Thomas. We might cover that little Jon Thomas video. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we might cover that little Jon Thomas. Let's see. Ooh, they did one with Stephen Kesting, the guy we just looked at right there. He just did his a video too on BJJ Mental Models. What is going on? Everything's kind of. Oh, I'm not on the web. Their page. Okay. Yeah, so they have Stephen Kesting. I don't see who the Dr. Mike is. It might just be on their exclusive channel. So you guys know BJJ Mental Models. If you're wondering like the mental side, you want to see what some of the top guys in the sport are thinking about, you can check them out. And they have Dr. Mike Israetel. He's got like 1 million followers on YouTube and some other social media, and almost everybody else. And again, sponsor plug, you guys can sign up under offer code ALEC. Where is that offer code at? It's right here. Here we go. Boom. And with your BJJ Mental Models, you get free access to Yoga for BJJ. Pretty awesome. You get some of those exclusive audio master classes from like guys like Dr. Mike Israetel and much more. And I keep pushing that coaching tier because I think you guys need the coaching. You guys need the coaching, and that feedback. It's going to help you guys. If you just even just once a week, I think you can do 2 a month with the plan. There's the first part where you can do 2 a month, and there's like another one where you do 4 a month. But I think if you at least do 2 a month, you can record yourself and then get feedback within that week or within a couple days, and you can make the adjustments. And of course, if you have a great coach, you probably don't need that. But if you not really close to your coach and you don't want to keep bothering them, some coaches don't want you. They might help you once or twice, but if you're always asking, they might get annoyed. So I feel like more coaches should add that into their program. Maybe have a way to film, and then I don't know how much they could charge extra a month, and just have your coach break it down. But if you don't have that availability, you don't have that system, BJJ Mental Models got you covered. Okay. Got the dogs barking. I actually want to see Dr. Mike Israetel rolling. Let's see. I'm typing with one hand, guys. Israetel rolling. Yeah, he's got 3.4 million subscribers here on YouTube. So here's the video. Hopefully, it probably will get hit with something. I think we did him rolling with Nicky Ryan, right?
Can you coach me up?
Grab his ass.
Sucks
nice.
No problem, stop.
Okay.
If you're not used to Dr. Mike, he's a little eccentric.
1, 2, 3, don't suck.
Let's go.
Oh, he's got him rolling. I want to see him rolling with the other guy. They got the 2 rolling? Did they not roll? I want to see those guys roll.
1, 2, 3, team.
So, I mean, it's tough when you roll with guys with all this muscle. No technique and all this muscle. Stand up, I mean, he's a big, huge guy.
Yes, being cute. Being cute.
Goes to pull guard, a little bit of half guard. I mean, what kind of game is the guy going to have if he's got this much muscle? I mean, what can you do? It's tough. At least he was able to pull guard. And even when I roll with beginners, it's going to be tough. I rolled that guy, it would be tough for me. Oh yeah, it wasn't bad. You gotta remember, he's in his 40s and he's huge. Got a ton of muscle.
That leg was coming. I was close, huh?
So yeah, I mean, what do you expect?
The Matrix has been one of the...
So we got the new Jon Thomas, guys. Go ahead and give Jon a like. It says this new back take system is unstoppable. I like Jon's titles, bro. Jon.
The Matrix has been one of the coolest techniques to be developed in the last 10 years of jiu-jitsu. Not just because it's extremely effective, but also it's just very fun to watch. And I think that's a super important aspect of jiu-jitsu. In a world full of double guard pulls, 50-50 stalling, lapel stalling, it's exciting matches that make us love this sport. The Matrix was first made incredibly popular by Espen Mathisen and Tommy Lanker when they first exploded onto the scene. After seeing them do it the first time, I got really into it as well, and I even made a video on it a few years back that many of you have already seen. This past Euros, me and Espen hosted a huge Mavericks camp here in Gothenburg, Sweden. And while we were training, Espen revealed one of his new crazy back attacks he calls the inside matrix. It's such a powerful combo because you can hit it from a lot of unorthodox angles, and it's really new, so almost no one's going to expect it. So I took the opportunity to sit down with Espen and have him do a full breakdown on it so I could share it with you guys.
Traditionally, when you do a matrix, you go from kind of like the outside. So it can be here in the Lahiva, you go for like an underhook, you want to get your knee on the inside, and you go for this kind of try to get the berimbolo, the top of my hip, so it's hard to transfer the weight back. From here, I want to start to spin through and go for the matrix back take. However, it can be tricky to get momentum just from this position. So what I like to do is to self-frame. So I'm gonna grab my shin like this, and now I'm gonna use my elbow to get the inversion. However, I can't just rely on using my elbow. I have to simultaneously bring the leg up. So a key detail is to actually let go of the hook. If I were to stay with the hook, it's gonna limit my ability to bring the leg up. So I'm gonna take the hook out, and now while I'm using my elbow, I'm gonna lift the leg. You see? That enables me to bring the leg high up like this. From here, you can either go directly into like a matrix structure, or you can actually hold your leg and place it in position. From here, as I get the leg
yoga for BJJ
behind,
before you do that,
I'm
guys.
gonna grab the hip, and now I'm gonna kick out directly, and from here, you get the back take.
Richie, what's up, Richie? So yeah, I'll let you guys check that out. Be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed. You guys love Espen and John and everybody else. Shout out to the Viking crew. And we got another little matrix K-guard kind of thing from Lachlan. Let's see what Lachlan's got to say. He said the one grip you need as an advanced leg blocker. What is it? Is it this hill grip that we learned from Pato and Mikey? Yeah, I guess it is that foot control. I'm gonna get hit with that music. Yeah, it looks like, I think Mikey was kind of the progenitor of this kind of gripping. And we really use that to turn that heel and turn the knee, especially for your matrices, your leg entries. See if he talks about it.
It's really locking my elbow to my chest, trying to bend the knee and stay tight to this leg. Okay. So a couple of things this is good for. One, it is very difficult now for Aaron to flee. Right? If he tries to turn and flee, right, I'm very stuck to this. It's kind of like if he turns that way, it's almost like I've got K-guard. Okay?
I kind of do mine differently. I got the heel, but maybe I'm wrong.
Over here makes it very difficult for Aaron to actually lock up a leg entanglement. He can't cross his feet together, right? So he's trying to let's say he wants to set up a straight foot lock or a heel hook or whatever, right? He can't cross his feet together. He can't really even pinch his knees together to stay tight on my leg, okay? So it's hard for him he can set up very good grips, like with his hands and everything, but his legs won't be in a great position to actually fully lock in, right?
So guys, as always, go ahead and check it out for yourself because I want you guys to watch it. I can't give you guys all the answers. You listen to these guys, see what they got to say. Now back on Reddit, it says, my job as a white belt. So I'm one of the forever white belts. Joined 5 years ago and only have 2 stripes. Frequent injuries, etc. get in the way. I'm probably overthinking this, but when I roll with someone who just joined, maybe it's their second or third class, I try not to give my 100%. I don't try to tap them out all the time. I think I generally go for it once. I'll let them get a good position on me and work from there. Does it send the wrong message to my professor as a white belt? No, you can tell what you're doing, bro. My job is to be in survival mode and always, you've been training for 5 years. I hope you got an understanding of what to do. Should I be leaving this tactic to higher belts? No, just do what you're doing. Obviously go harder with the more experienced white belts and blue belts, but why do you guys always want to go hard with new people? Of course I understand you're trying to dominate them and show them jiu-jitsu is effective, but usually you don't need to do all that. Leave that to the higher belts. I want to be nice and helpful, but I don't want the professor to think I'm not taking things seriously. Most instructors can tell that you're working, right? They see you. Oh, he's going easy. They can tell usually. I don't know what to say, bro. Just train more consistently. So talking about white belts, we got white to blue belt curriculum, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Singapore. So we're going to look at some of the curriculum that everybody kind of hates on. Out. Okay, arm cross choke was what he showed first. Cross choke, okay. Boom. And it's kind of hard to cover all this stuff in modern classes. Usually a modern class is 1 hour. And you're not going to have time to cover everything. So, your beginners classes, think about having a curriculum that people can follow. And I know some of my friends, they're like, oh, I don't want to do it this way. But, I mean, most people feel better when they can study ahead of time and prepare ahead of a time, And if they know what's expected of them. But if they don't know what to expect, they're not going to do well, usually. So that's the Gracie curriculum that people hate, but pretty effective. So talking about the Gracies, let's move over to Alliance. We're going to look at a few gym tours, guys. We got Michael Lengi, multiple-time world champion.
This is Michael Lengi talking. I'm multiple-time IBJJF world champion. I'm here at Alliance São Paulo, one of the best areas in São Paulo. We are located in Vila Olímpia, and today I'm going to show you for you guys our academy. So let's take a view. All right, guys, so here's our front desk. It's a very nice area to stay here. We have like some coffee, and also we have some shirts, gears, so whatever, if you want to enjoy and just buy some things,
so they got the pro
we have
shop,
everything here. So just follow me, please.
Gracie Barra got the best pro shop, though. I'm fighting for Gracie Barra. They got the biometric scanner. You ain't getting through there.
Okay, here's our lounge. It's a very nice place to stay. Sometimes if you want to come here, just train and then enjoy and rest a little bit, that's a very, very place to stay. We have like a TV right here as well, and also sometimes you put some like instructional videos and whatever. So this is the best place for me here at the gym. That's the main tatami, right? And everybody knows the competition class just happened here in this place over here. We are the only team 13-time world champion. So here is where our champions are made, right? So I just want to show a very nice thing for you guys, have like a few pictures here. All our champions.
They've taken some pictures off of there too.
It's a way, just to celebrate and say thank you for everyone, for all the support they gave to our
taking a few people off that wall.
Beautiful school, right? So just take a
Marcelo,
look. And including myself,
Michael,
right here.
Sergio Moraes,
We have the Serginho, Tarsis, Leo, Lepri,
Tarsis,
whatever, Bernardo,
Bernardo.
Gabi. So, yeah, guys, for me, that's my favorite place ever. I just had a great time here on the mat.
So I'm just showing this stuff to show you that people are investing in their schools.
Mateus, we just start a private class over here. Very nice. So that's a very important thing to say, So of course we have the competition class here, but the culture behind the scene is very important, We like to use the jiu-jitsu as a tool of a personal development, So just come here.
Ample storage space. You can put your bag in there, put all your clothes. Not those little cubbies.
We're gonna upstairs.
Space to sit and relax. You can sit there and purchase upstairs. I just want to show you guys that people are investing in their schools, and you don't need to have a big school, but this is possible. It's very possible.
All right,
they can do it. You guys can do it as well.
So, just want to share one special thing. Have some trophies over here. Worlds, Pan Ams, Brazilian national, European, whatever. So yeah, that's a wall that I like to look through, and just to remind all the wars, and yeah, very nice. There's some like a Fabio Gurgel medal. I have to put mine over here as well. So yeah, a little bit of our
ton of medals
history right here. And upstairs guys, we have like 3 different tatami. This one over here, we have like a beginner's class. Everybody knows we have different level of class over here at the same time. So we have beginners, intermediate, and advanced. So here is where we run the beginners class. In this place over here, you know, in all the rooms we have the air condition and stuff. There we go. This way over here, we have two
So most of these schools have
room.
multiple mats so they can run those classes, maximizing mat time. So if you have one mat, it's tough to put all the students together. So multiple mats,
the first one. You know, this one is really nice.
You can break those
We have the view of the
classes apart.
The main tatami over there. One more private room over here. You know. That's it. It's very important you say as well, you know, all our tatamis over here, we have like a name over here, you know, like Helio Grace, Carlos Grace, that one is Maeda, and the main tatami is Rolls Gracie tatami. Yeah, that's
so
it.
I think most schools usually have 2 mats, and I think that's kind of.
Let's go.
That's a good place for most of these schools to be. 2 mats, you can do 2 classes. You can have 2 classes going on. You can have gi, no gi. You can have beginners, advanced.
And now
you can break up your kids' classes, your programs.
last but not
you can have
least,
fitness classes and jiu-jitsu. So a lot more
we
combinations.
You know, this beautiful thing here, you know, very nice. Alliance #1 in the Grand Slam IBJJF. There we go.
Awesome.
So
that's Alliance in São Paulo. Probably one of the best looking schools out there. And now we're gonna look at Unity in New York. So we got Pans coming up, so that's why we're looking at all these different schools. Sebastian Rodriguez is one of the guys over at Unity. Coach to Helen.
What's up, guys? We're in beautiful New York. Sebastian over here. I'm gonna show you my gym, Unity
New York, beautiful.
School. So let's check it out.
There we go. That music gonna hit me, bro.
Go.
That music gonna hit me.
All right, guys. We're Unity Jiu-Jitsu. We were founded in 2015. Our mission is to enrich people's lives through world-class Jiu-Jitsu. Also to build a nice community where
Hard work by
everybody
good
feels
people.
like family. This is the desk area over here.
It's a little bit different feel than the Alliance, right?
So people like to hang out over here. We have some sofas. We have the pools where people like to sleep. And one of our students made this really cool picture of our classes and some of our students.
It's a little bit more artsy, you know, artsy, a little bit more inviting. I think you come here, it's like a younger crew.
We like to spend a lot of time over here between trainings. We have some video games also. So
is that Junie's wife?
Check it out, guys. Time to train.
They got the video games, so it's a little bit different vibe than Alliance, right?
All right, guys. I have my gear ready now. Time to train. Let's go check Professor Murillo class.
Is that Murillo teaching the classes?
Professor. I did it over here. So
He's like, I ain't talking.
hard right now. We're doing the 12 p.m. class. The mat is packed. We have a pretty big mat space area. Over there we have the weightlifting area. Let's go check it out.
It's a nice little mix
Everything
of
you guys
space.
get strong. We have the, what's the name of this thing?
Trap bar.
I'm not the most expert with the weights, but I do use a lot of the weightlifting area.
Which gym would you guys rather train at? Let me know in the comments. Would you rather train at Alliance or you rather train at Unity?
I'll show you guys the rest of the match. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite parts. We have the games for the kids class.
Kids,
This is
you know.
what I call the push-up gun. So
Some of you guys don't want to
every
teach kids, but all the
this
most successful
and you
schools
get hit
teach
by
kids.
it, you have
So
to do 5 push-ups.
maybe they're on to something.
One cool thing about Unity Jiu-Jitsu is that you're always gonna find a mat packed with killers.
Junie.
We have Professor Italo, Professor Jefferson,
Italo.
Junie, Franco, Professor Felipe, Professor Murillo.
I mean, Unity's produced some really good athletes
always
over
gonna
the
show you're
years.
gonna
Man.
have
Tough guys.
training, good technique, and a fun time at Unity Jiu-Jitsu.
Some of these guys I fought and seen and watched.
All right, guys, now is my time to train. I'm gonna leave you guys for a while. Make sure you guys check out the training. I'm gonna go drills with one of my favorite.
So yeah, and we're gonna look at one more gym tour. Actually, before we look at the gym tour, let's where's Crazy Nelson at? Crazy Nelson, are you around? Crazy Nelson, where are you, Crazy Nelson?
Crazy Nelson here to tell you about InvertedGear.com holiday sale. Craziest sale ever, taking 25% off your entire order. We got white keys, we got black keys, we got gray keys. We got keys in every size you can imagine. Want something light and sporty? Try Light Pro Weave, feels like rolling in a cloud. Want something as tough as you are? Throw on some Panda armor and ride into battle like a beast. This is the craziest sale yet. Grab your gi before they're gone, and believe me, they will be gone. Black Friday sale runs from November 19th through November 27th.
Awesome, Crazy Nelson. Crazy Nelson. You guys love Crazy Nelson. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some new Crazy Nelson. I'm gonna try to get some new Crazy Nelson. What else we got? You know, I got my favorite one. I like Crazy Nelson, but this is my favorite Inverted Gear commercial. Hey, 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 hey. Offer code Alec everywhere. Simple. Simple and easy, man. Join the Panda Nation today. Hey, Inverted Gear. Get it here. Hey, 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 hey. You guys know I'm from Atlanta. I got to rap a little bit, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Inverted Gear. Inverted Gear, bro. You know we love some Inverted Gear over here. Oh, where am I? Oh, you know what, guys? Today is someone's birthday. Whose birthday is it, guys? Do you know whose birthday it is? Let me switch this off. It's not my birthday. If you want to donate somebody to the channel, go ahead right there. It's somebody's birthday. Let me pull that up first. Let's see. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see if I switch. Hey, can you guys see? Whose birthday is it? It's Hillary Witt. If you guys don't know who Hillary Witt is, she is Miss Panda. Miss Panda. We're going to type out a birthday message to her. Can I do a video? Yo, let's do a video. Yo. I'm going to record it. Can you guys see? I don't know if you guys can see. I got the camera right here. Yo, Hillary, happy birthday. I'm recording a little video, and I was like, you know what? It's Hillary's birthday, so I'm going to do a video on it. So happy birthday, and see you soon. Awesome, man. That's awesome, bro. I love this technology, bro. This technology is awesome, bro. We got one more video, but man, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second to do what I got to do. Yeah, shout out to Hillary, man. You know, she doing it, man. She doing it. I think you guys can you guys see me? Where's the thing? I might post it here, but I'll post it on Instagram too later. You know I got to stand out. I be doing too much. I be doing way too much. Let's see. Download. Don't look at my downloads, guys. There we go. It's processing, guys. I'll post it on the other channel too. So we got one more video. I think we talked about all our sponsors and all the schools. We got Checkmat. So we did Alliance, Unity, and Checkmat. I don't think we've done Autos before. We'll get to them next, maybe later this week. But yeah, Checkmat. You guys know Jansen Gomez and Pachecha. That's where they train at.
Welcome to Checkmat headquarters in California. That's my home. I'm Leo Vieira. I'm going to introduce my gym right now. Let's go.
Pachecha, Leo Vieira.
We have machines over there with customized patch, geese, and stuffs.
Pro shop,
that's some
right
of the products we have.
Front desk girl, guys, don't hit on her.
IBJJF, like top competition year by year that we have. And we have some spots waiting for this year. Who knows?
Good morning, guys.
Jansen, what's up?
So we have a full schedule from Monday to Friday. From morning starting from 9 o'clock. We have a class until 8 p.m. So full schedule for kids, adults, all level, and high level competitor to really beginners. People who are looking for just a piece social and learn some self-defense through jiu-jitsu that wants to be high level international competition. So today's Friday. We have this big open mat. That's where we put all the teams together. The no instructional
what's that kid's name?
It's just like the way that we put all the teams together, coach, students, opportunity to everybody being together and have fun. So we really believe that everybody have something that it can teach you, that you can learn from. So that's the idea, to have all levels together with a little different lifestyles. That's the way also competitors can influence young kids to get in this lifestyle. So welcome to see some of our training.
Jansen versus the Pachecha. I think Pachecha's still beating everybody up there.
Saiu cruzadão, ligamento. Não, pode ir.
I can't for the life of me remember that kid's name. He's really good.
Checkmat HQ.
Mateus Gabriel, yeah. He did win world championships.
Alright, and also we have the big man. Underneath the belt, but I gotta take the top. That's how you take the gi out here. It's not gentle. We gotta throw the gi.
Crazy guys, man. There's Samuel Nagai. Autos over there. I'll look at them maybe tomorrow.
How are you doing my cardio? Let's go.
You always forget these kids are so young, you know? Until you see them doing all this stuff, you're like, man, these guys young.
And after these, I do some dips. It's dips, right?
Yeah, dips. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And that's it. Let's see you guys next year.
Yeah, so that's basically it, guys. We're just looking at these teams and checking them out. Again, happy birthday to Hillary. Happy birthday, Hillary. And yeah, that's it, man. Hopefully you guys enjoying these videos. I'm trying not to be too controversial, but man, me just being me is controversial. So that's basically it, man. And we'll see you. I'm probably going to do I think today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got a tournament this weekend, so I'm probably going to chill after Wednesday. No more videos or something simple. You might see some clips or something. So yeah, just check out the channel. Check out Jon Thomas. Check out everybody else. Make sure you like and subscribe, guys. If you're liking these videos, you want to see more of these videos, show me. That's it, guys. Peace. See ya.